Well, here I am, in the middle of the night or early morning. And, basically, I got my night's worth of sleep. So now I'm just going to talk a little bit about the power of no. When is it okay to say no? That's really the question that goes through my mind. When we were married, Tess and I, we made good friends. We love our friends. But we didn't want to get together every day for everything. And Tess was especially that way. And so, it would be, well, when we're invited to do something and we kind of just don't want to do it, can we say no? Is it okay to say no? And so, we would come up with different reasons. Oh my gosh, she's not feeling well. I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't even know. We basically, you know, um, the weather. Okay, the weather was bad or whatever. Because this came up yesterday, and that's really kind of what's on my mind. The point is, when we were married, I even said to Tess, part of our ability to say no to people is that we have each other, so that even though we said no to going out with the group, we can sit here and kind of talk to each other and do whatever we want to do and watch TV and what have you. But we have each other. But being alone and being single, being by myself, is it even riskier? When it was Tess and I, it would be like, well, what is the risk? Are they going to hate us? Are we not going to have any friends anymore? What's going to happen if we say no? So now I'm in the same boat, kind of, but I'm all by myself. But I'm, I'm not lonely. I'm not literally not feeling bad being alone. Now I think I would if I was being rejected, if I had no friends and if I had nobody calling on me to do anything. But the point is, that doesn't mean I want to do everything all the time. And you feel like you should. I mean, you feel like, oh my gosh, how do I say no? And what kind of excuse can I come up with that's going to be legitimate other than just saying flat no? So it's a problem. I mean, it's an issue. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I certainly don't want them to ignore me or, say, well, you don't want to, the heck with him. We don't we don't need him anymore. You don't want that. But at the same time, you don't want to be a complete, yes man or whatever. So there are times when you want to hike and there's times when you don't want to hike. There's times when you want to go out for dinner. There's other times when you don't. Or go to a play, a movie, whatever the case may be. And so from my point of view, and I'm, just sounding things out here, but is it okay to say no? And is it okay to say no and for both parties to not feel rejected? In other words, if I ask somebody if they want to do something and they say, well, I can't do it now, thanks, but no thanks, whatever. I mean, for me, I'm sensitive too. So, it wouldn't take me 2 or 3 times, especially if I was, asking a lady to do something and she said no. Well, pretty much depending on how she said it, that'd be the end of it right there. But when it comes to friends, I don't really feel that way. It's like, okay, so we don't do it this week or whatever. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to say here is that I really, really, really appreciate my friends. I like doing stuff together. I like going places. Now, one of these things, because I, try to keep these under 10 minutes, but, I'm getting older. I'm not feeble, but I don't like driving at night. I can drive at night. My eyesight is pretty good, but yet and still, I'm not comfortable driving at night, especially in rainy weather. And so I don't want to do it. That's my choice. I don't want to choose it after I run into a telephone pole, or have an accident, or, oh, well, now I can't drive. No, I want to make that choice while it is my choice, just in the, air and the side of safety. And so that's what I want to do. That's how I do it. Now, people will very kindly say, oh, you want me, we can pick you up. You want me to pick you up? No, I don't want you to pick me up. I'm not asking for a ride. I'm not asking for you to solve the situation for me or fix it. I'm just saying I don't want to drive at night. Now, ironically, since I put that kind of rule out there, I've ended up doing it more often than I want because of situations. And, I was out there wherever I was hiking with Chip in Cary, North Carolina, 2 or 3 hours away. Zeke wouldn't settle down. I ended up leaving the hotel at three in the morning and driving home in the middle of the night. But I justified that with thinking, well, the traffic's probably low. And it was. But, that's the irony of it, is that once you verbalize something, it's almost like now it's bound to happen. So that's what the situation is. I'm pretty damn healthy. I'm very capable of doing things, but I just don't want to do it, and not today, and not in the moment. And I would like to know if it's okay to say no without offending anybody. And that's kind of my thought today and tonight. And I hope that I can do that skillfully to where I do certainly respect their friendship, their wishes, but there are times when you just don't want to do whatever it is that's going on. And so on that, I'll sign off.